Hello, hi, welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English! I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well let's learn English together. Hello people, hello and welcome once again to this, the studio where things happen. Yes, we're here and we're ready to make sure that we don't damage our retinas like Batman did. Silly Batman. Anyway, I checked on Batman before I came to the studio and he's getting better. The doctors have given him several eye baths every day for about a week now. And he's also been receiving counselling. He's been talking to a psychologist about what he saw. Anyway, he's on the road to recovery, so that means that Gotham City will be safe again soon. Until then, let's just hope that Robin can keep things under control.
Catwoman, you are not a nice person.
Well, no. It seems that our boy wonder is having trouble keeping Gotham together. Well, there's no time for us to help. We've got to get ready to greet our Wednesday guest, Enid. She should be arriving soon. I wonder where she is.
Here I am, Gav, here I am. I'm not late, am I?
No, you're not late at all. I just thought it was time to introduce you, that's all.
Oh, well, you can go ahead if you want.
All right, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, our very own special guest star, Mrs. Fotherington Smythe to the postman and the milkman, but we all know her as Enid. Let's make her welcome.
Yeah! Oh, hello. What ho, people, what ho? Are you all having fun? I hope so.
Yes, we're fine. Thanks for asking, Enid. And what about you? What happened with your yoga instructor? Did you manage to calm him down?
Oh, yes, of course. That wasn't difficult. I explained that my stress levels were rising once more. You know, I think I mentioned this to you last time.
Yes, I seem to recall something about Keith doing a Billy Idol impression.
Yes, that's right. He sneered at me. In fact, although I could say that he sneered, it was worse than that. Billy Idol is famous for his sneer, but Keith actually snarled at me, so that's a step further.
Yes, and it's a shame, after all the progress that Keith seemed to be making.
Yes, that's true, and I'll come back to that in a minute, but don't interrupt me or I'll lose the thread again. So, I explained the situation to Matse, and his attitude changed. He understood immediately, and he encouraged me to keep on meditating and doing my yoga. We're doing more and more yoga, and he helps me with my meditation too now.
Well, in that case, it seems as though things are working out very well for you. Well done.
Well, yes, thank you for that, but, well, when I discussed the rising stress levels with Yogi Pear, I realized that something would have to be done about Keith after all.
But I thought that you'd already started to sort that out. Last time we discussed how you thought you'd bitten off more than you could chew, and I reassured that everyone would rally round to help you.
Well, yes, but that was then, and when I got home, I found that I'd got cold feet again.
Oh dear. But Enid, come on. Surely you recognise that something has to be done about Keith.
Yes, I know. And so, after speaking to Yogi Pear about the situation and thinking back to what everyone suggested, I've decided to go back and consult Dr. Wildmagizzard.
But I thought you'd already spoken to him. Didn't you go to visit him last week?
Yes, I did. But after we spoke about Keith's problems, Dr. Wildmagizzard wanted a few days to think about whom to recommend, you know, and I'm planning to go and see him today.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. So, have you made an appointment?
No, not really. The doctor told me just to ring him when I wanted to see him. He said that I wouldn't have to wait more than 10 minutes.
Blimey. Well, that is a remarkable service. You ring him and he makes time for you. Crikey, you should hang on to this GP.
Yes, he's a lovely man, a very nice man, lovely, so helpful.
But just out of curiosity, what are you expecting him to say?
Well, I've been thinking about that, and well, the last time we spoke was the first time time that we spoke about Keith. But anyway, both of us were of the opinion that Keith's mental disorder wasn't a mental disorder. Not really. We both think that it's a case of bad behavior, which Keith has learned.
Bad behavior. So, not a psychiatric problem, but a psychological problem. Is that what you mean?
Yes, I'm more and more convinced that Keith's not mad. Not as such. I don't think that there's something wrong with the wiring in his brain. I think that he's just learned some bad behavior. And if he's learned bad behavior, then he can unlearn it.
Okay, but what makes you so sure? What is it that convinced you that Keith has a psychological problem rather than a psychiatric one?
Well, I'll tell you. Do you remember what I said about leaving Keith in the kennels?
Yes, you were surprised that he didn't cause a fuss, he didn't attack anyone, he seemed to be as happy as Larry.
Yes, and I think I also mentioned that I hadn't seen him this way for a very long time, not since he was a chick. Do you get it?
Oh yes, I see what you mean. If Keith showed you that side of him, you think that the sweet-natured chick you once knew must be inside him still. It's just that he's learned other types of behavior, and these new types of behavior are swamping his original personality. Is that it?
That's what I think, yes. I think that Keith's personality is like an onion.
An onion? Did you say that you think Keith is an onion?
No, well, yes. Well, sort of. But I didn't mean it literally. I meant that Keith's personality is made up of many layers, like the skin of an onion, you see?
Oh, I see. And this means what exactly?
Well, I imagine that the psychologist that Dr. Wild McGizzard will recommend will be able to strip the layers back. You know, just like peeling an onion, until we get to the point where Keith's true personality can be revealed once more.
Well, that seems to make sense, but then again, I wouldn't know. I'm not a psychologist.
No, neither am I, but you have to admit it seems like it might work, doesn't it?
Well, yes, but when it's you and me talking about it, it's like the blind leading the blind, isn't it?
Oh, thought-ma-diddles! Stop being such a negative Norman. I'm trying to be positive here.
Okay, sorry, and yes, I have to admit that that's the way I can imagine it working, but I wonder, is it really that simple?
Well, I don't know. I'll find out when I meet this doctor, I suppose.
And are you going with Keith?
No, I think that only I should go to the first meeting. You know, I want to try and explain the situation. And I'm not sure how Keith would react. You know, sitting there, listening to me list the problems I have with him, he might be offended. And we all know where that tends to lead.
Yes, we do, don't we? And I don't think that Rupert's going to forget very soon.
No, I think you're right there. I still don't know what to do to make up for Keith's disgraceful behavior. I don't suppose you've got any bright ideas, have you?
Well, I did have one idea.
Oh, yes? What was that? Do tell.
Well, I thought it might be a nice idea to pay for Rupert to have a holiday. You know, it seemed to do you wonders. You went away to Tibet and came back a changed eel. I just thought that the same treatment might work for Rupert.
But I don't think Rupert likes yoga.
No. I didn't mean exactly like that. I thought that you could find out what sort of holiday Rupert would like, and then you could surprise him with an airplane ticket made out in his name and a hotel voucher, you know, as a present. What do you think?
Yes. I hadn't thought of that. Yes, you're right. It did me a whole lot of good, didn't it? Yes, you might have something there. I like that idea. Yes, I was completely stressed out, and off I went to the top of a mountain in Tibet, and after a few days of relaxing yoga and meditation, I was a changed eel. Yes, that might be the answer for poor Rupert too. I'll have to ask him.
Oh, do you think that's wise?
How do you mean?
Well, wouldn't it be nicer if it was a surprise?
Yes, you might be right there too. I tell you what, I'll ask him in a roundabout way. How about that?
What, so you'll employ subterfuge? You'll trick him into revealing what sort of holiday would be his dream holiday? Is that it?
Well, yes. I'll ask around the subject, you know, pussyfoot around the subject, all the time gauging his answers and reactions. That's how I'll find out. And I tell you what else I'm going to do.
What?
I'm going to recruit Clem and Archie. I'm going to tell them what the plan is, and I'm going to ask them to try and find out as much as they can too.
Oh, I see. So you're going to employ them. You're going to get them to ask Rupert. You're going to use them as your spies.
Well, yes, sort of. Although spy is a very distasteful idea, if you don't mind me saying.
Yes, well, that's true, I suppose, but that is what you're going to do, isn't it?
Yes, but spying is normally for underhand motives. Here, all I'm planning to do is ensure that Rupert gets a pleasant surprise to make up for that awful incident involving Keith. Oh, and that reminds me. Have you decided yet?
Decided? Decided about... Oh, you mean about Rupert. But I thought that I'd already told you. Yes, I'll tell him. I'll break the news to him that he's got a problem with B.O.
Oh, thank you, Gav. You don't know what a relief that is to hear.
That's all right. I'm just waiting for the right moment. I mean, as you know, I don't really know Rupert all that well, and, well, it seems a bit strange just walking up to him saying, "Hi, Rupert, nice trousers. You do remember me, don't you? I'm Gav, Enid's friend. Anyway, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Your personal hygiene stinks!"
I see what you mean, but surely there must be some way of introducing the idea.
Yes, I'm sure there is, but so far I can't think of anything. There must be a way of broaching the subject, though. I just need to find it. I tell you what, does Rupert like sports?
Yes, well, he watches a lot of football. Does that count?
No, well, not really. What I wanted to know was whether Rupert does any sports. Does he play any sports, or does he just watch them on TV?
I'm not sure, but I can find out. Why? What have you got in mind?
Well, I just thought that this could provide me with an opportunity, you know. We could go to do some sort of sport together.
What, you and I?
No, not me and Rupert. We could go and play squash, for example, and then, afterwards, I'd be in a better position to introduce the idea of personal hygiene. Don't you see?
Well, no. Why would playing a game of squash lead to a discussion about armpits? You've lost me.
Well, because after playing squash, we'd be all hot and sweaty, wouldn't we?
Yes, and that, in case you'd forgotten, is the problem.
Yes, I know, but after we finish the game, we'll have a shower in the squash club, won't we?
What? Together? Keep it clean, Gav, please. I've got a sensitive stomach.
No. Don't be daft. Not together, not me and Rupert in the same shower cubicle. We'll get changed in the changing rooms, and then we'd have a shower in the showers. Rupert in one shower and me in another. Do you get it now?
Oh, I see. And then after your shower, you could steer the conversation around to the idea of personal hygiene. I see. Yes, you might have something there.
Yes, well, let's hope so. And now, tell us, what ideas have you got for the holiday idea?
Well, I don't know. I'll need to see what I can find out. You know, secret squirrel style. Oh, good Godfrey. Is that the time? Heavens, I'll be late. Gav, sorry, I've got to dash. Toodaloo, pip pip, and all that. See you anon. Cheery bye.
And she's off, late for her appointment with Dr. Wildbergizzard. Oh, but hang on, that can't be it. She said that she was just going to call him, didn't she? Oh, well, I don't know. She certainly left in a hurry, though, didn't she? Anyway, we'll find out next time where she went and what she got up to. And as for us, it's time for us to part! Yes, the end of the lesson has arrived, and it's time for me to head off home for a coffee. And as for you lot, well, you know, chores, homework, there must be something waiting for you to do. And if not, then it must be time to walk the dog, or feed the cat, or the parrot, or the fish, or the gibbon, if you've got a gibbon, that is. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow. See you later. Have fun. www.mediaclick.hu. Bye.